Live from a local college safe space, it's the Mastication Station. With your host, Tony J. Lemmon. And trying to stage a coup, the studio head, Lee Daly. Tonight's guest, pastor and ivory tickler, Ernie Weaver. Chef Boyardee impersonator, Gene Hovis. And tonight's house band is three-time Emmy nominee, Basket of Deplorables. And our sponsor tonight is Mustaches. Yes, be it Chevron, Fu Manchu, or Handlebar, all 13 types of mustaches will get you from A to B. And now, if there's a problem, he'll solve it. Tony J. Lemmon.
Hi folks, welcome to Mastication Station. Tony will be here shortly. He is lost somewhere in the studio. Last night we enjoyed Benihana night here in Paducah, Texas, Kentucky, same thing, same small town. And Tony had a few too many wakasabis, so he missed the bus this morning. So he's somewhere in the studio. He should be arriving shortly. Folks, I'd like to ask you tonight, because you're all Mastication Station studio members here for the seventh show in a row. Please laugh at Tony's jokes. His therapist understands that he needs that sense of ownership. So folks, really give it a hee-haw when he tells his jokes. They're all pretty much terrible, but he thinks they're pretty funny, and that's what's important. Our sponsor tonight is Mustaches. So we're celebrating all those famous stars that have mustaches. Meryl Streep, Magnum P.I., Danny Elfman, and let's see, former presidents, Jimmy Carter, and Rosalind Carter, for that matter. If you look up close, you can see the mustache. Oh, there he is, folks. Hey, let's welcome Tony to the show, folks.
Whoa. Hi, everybody.
I'm glad you finally made it here.
Give me a second there.
You know, they moved us to a different studio, and you'd think you'd understand. It's Studio A. There's only two studios in this whole building, and we're in A, and you're, late. But don't worry, the studio audience is primed and ready for you.
Are the walls moving, or is that me?
That's you.
Sorry, everybody. I was at a inconvenience store, and everybody was in my way, and I couldn't get anything, so...
I hate that. I hate that problem.
You can tell that I'm breathing hard. I actually wasn't even running. I'm just kind of out of shape.
No, pear is a shape, so it's okay.
Round is a shape, too.
Round is a shape. Teardrop is a shape.
But I had an idea for a great diet plan. Ooh. I'm going to sit in a chair and strap myself down, and I'm going to just have somebody just down a bunch of salt into my mouth, just a bunch of salt, and I'm just going to go, raise that heart rate. Raise the heart rate, because they've been telling me to raise my heart rate. So I think that a bunch of salt might be the trick, or maybe some salt water.
Can I strap you down?
Please don't.
Oh, please.
Actually.
Please let me.
Hey, last night, the studio ed is here. What is this, Magnum P.I. night? What is this?
Close. It's famous stars with mustaches. So you were right on target.
I was close.
Yeah, so you know any famous stars that have mustaches that I haven't already mentioned
I believe,
while you were late?
I believe that... Katy Perry has a mustache.
She does. She does. You zoom in tight, you can see it.
You can really see the follicles there. Mm-hmm. I think that's a great idea, having a night where we're going to have mustaches.
Mustaches.
I have a secret stash at home, actually.
You almost have a mustache.
What?
You have that little thing here.
I have
a. Put it up there.
This is actually about 45 minutes of growth right here.
That's unbelievable.
I know, and I usually have a beard on the inside, but I've been wearing it on the outside every once in a while. It is season 2.
It is season 2. Almost the end of summer, while I'm celebrating with our shirts we wore last night.
Your mustache shirt there?
Yes, my pina colada shirt.
Looks like you're walking by the crayon factory and it blew up all over you.
Well, thank you very much. It wouldn't have been so bad if you hadn't spilled it on me last night.
What was last night?
Last night was the Benny Goodman Festival that we
Benny
attended.
Goodman Festival?
Yeah,
I
something
missed
like
it.
that. Well, you were there.
I was there.
But you had several Paducas.
What's a
and
Paducah? Isn't that a city?
That was a drink.
Oh.
You ordered it, and then you went bye-bye.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
what happened.
This is one of the reasons why you missed the bus this morning.
Oh,
You know, eventually you're going to get your license back.
that was Mastication Station bus, right?
Yes. No, it wasn't. It was a city bus here in Paducah.
Town? Oh,
Paducah, Louisiana.
And we do appreciate the city. Where we at?
Paducah, Louisiana.
Louisiana. Okay.
Yeah. Fine
All right.
audience.
The fine people of Paducah have been very nice.
AARP audience.
Nobody tripped me on the way in, so I appreciate that. And thank you,
Appreciate
studio audience, for being here. It is a capacity crowd tonight. Number is
1,200. Right on the
1,200.
money. Yeah.
And that is at least 45 cents per person, so that's not bad.
Even the VIP seats are filled.
And those were like $1, right?
$1.32.
Oh, it's up.
They have to be exact change. That's the funny part.
Oh, and to celebrate our second season, we have gotten a new home office. And so our home office is just down the street, actually. It's a little funny look. I don't know if they have that picture or not.
It's a basket.
It's a basket. It's a
wondered what that
large
was.
basket. Right there it is. You can see it because production.
How did we get so honored to get a basket for our home office?
I'm not even sure how to get in it, personally.
I don't know what kind of basket it is. I mean, is it a Christmas
It's
basket?
a big,
Is it
like
Easter basket?
like a picnic basket.
Like a picnic basket.
Picnic basket.
Picnic. Who says that?
Picnic basket.
Picnic.
That bear guy, whatever his name is.
Yogist.
Yogist?
Yogist.
He's the Jewish version of Yogi.
Yeah. Yeah.
Our show tonight is going to be really good. We're going to have Ernie Weaver, or Ernest Weaver.
So
who's doing a
excited.
funeral.
Yeah.
He's going to be playing a couple tunes for us and talking about some of his life lessons. He is a penny spinner as well, and philosopher and pastor. So that's going to be fun to watch.
And,
as well as Gene Hovis. Gene Hovis will be here. He's going to be telling us about his job, where he works with people taking knives and going away from them and not towards them. So,
Just taking the knives away or cutting away?
Cutting towards away from them.
Towards away from
It's
them.
like a negative positive thing.
I'm happy, but I'm sad.
Yes, it's a negative,
All right.
nicey thing.
Whatever you
so.
said.
So those two people are here. We're going to have some of that and some surprises, which I don't even know about yet. So we'll be right back. Thank you for coming. We'll be right back after this.
Slinky toys are fun toys.
What walks downstairs alone or in pairs and makes a slinkety sound? A spring, a marvelous thing. Everyone knows it's Slinky. It gives a big lift when wrapped as a gift, a very likable toy. It's falling in place, brings smiles to your face, something kids can enjoy. It's Slinky, for fun it's a wonderful toy. It's Slinky, it's fun for a girl and a boy. And Slinky mobiles with big slinky wheels and pistons that move as you go. It makes a great sound when you pull it around. The driver's an old-timey fellow. A slinky dog, a slinky train, many more wonderful toys. You tug the string, they do their thing. They're great for girls and boys. They're slinkies, really wonderful toys. They're slinkies, they're fun for girls and boys.
Slinky, Slinky Dog, Slinky Mobile, all Slinky toys sold separately by James Industries.
Well, welcome back to Mastication Station. Thanks for coming tonight. Our guests are Ernie Weaver and Gene Hovis. And our sponsor tonight is, of course, lookalikes from Magnum PI. So you can tell.
Mustaches.
From Lee Daly there. I don't know. That was an interesting segment at the beginning of the show. So,
Well, it's kind of a Ben Stiller thing.
oh, I've heard of him.
Yeah, he had a mustache when he was 6.
Oh, I did.
A lot of people don't know that. I did my research like you told me to.
I did, but I don't think Wikipedia always is the truth. So.
No. I didn't go to Wikipedia. I had some Snowden,
The
Snowball
Snowden
guy,
site,
Snowden guy. Yeah,
That's an
yeah.
expert on facial hair. Our guest tonight is Ernie Weaver, and he is here. He's going to do a couple songs in a little bit, as well as we're going to talk about some things he's done in his life. So would you please welcome Ernie Weaver?
Welcome, Ernie.
There he is. So you have been a pastor and a penny spinner, philosopher, and piano player. So tell us about how you got into music.
Well, I started at a young age. Started playing the piano when I was young because I was hoping to impress girls. Started out with the accordion, and I realized when I was a teenager that I didn't like accordion music, and nobody wanted to listen to an accordion
German
player.
girls like that.
You know, the classic definition of an optimist is an accordion player with a beeper. So I decided to switch to the piano, and I picked up a little here and there and took a few lessons. And when I was in my early 20s, I started writing songs and writing gospel songs, and wrote songs for years. And then I learned something, because you see, songwriters, gospel songwriters, the ultimate epitome of having made it is to get into the hymn book. And like any other gospel songwriter, I wanted to make it into the hymn book, and I thought you had to be like dead to get into hymn books.
Or close.
But then I read some history and realized that Martin Luther and Charles Wesley and some of these songwriters had taken common barroom tunes,
Right.
put these magnificent lyrics to them, and that became some of the great hymns of the church. And I thought, this is great. Well, I grew up in Kansas in a little Pentecostal church, and we didn't listen to common barroom tunes. We weren't allowed, so I had to hang around some people that had listened to that kind of music,
Like
and
Tony.
I found me some common barroom tunes and started putting these powerful spiritual lyrics to them. And so hopefully look forward in a hymn book near you someday.
Yeah.
That's the goal.
So, but you didn't get it from an uncommon barroom, just the common one.
Just the common
Yeah,
ones,
just the
yeah.
common ones. Okay, the everyday.
Didn't Martin Luther, wasn't that the guy that nailed something to a door?
He said
That Martin Luther?
Yeah, Martin Luther. He'd say "not yet" or something like that.
Probably song lyrics.
Yeah, it might have been song lyrics actually, but they were
Yeah,
in
there
German.
was actually a song. I love to sit and drink my beer and slop it on my tie. That was a great song. Everybody sang it.
That's nice.
So everybody knew these tunes. So there you go.
And so you've written a book. I was lucky enough to get a hold of this. It's called Joy, Happiness, and Laughter by Ernest Weaver. Right here. And inside he's got a bunch of the songs he's written, some of the cartoons he's drawn. Pretty impressed with this. How did you come up with all the stuff in this?
Well, I've been writing Bible study books for years, and I started including some humor things and some cartoons in the books. And then later on, I decided I would just kind of take all of that, the cartoons and the funny stuff out of the other books and put it into one volume and just kind of redo the other ones without any humor so that they would be taken seriously. But I also have done a lot of teaching. I've done some seminars on the topic of joy, happiness, and laughter. And so I've also included some of the teaching in that from my old seminars. And so it's a combination of a Bible teaching book and an anthology of humor. So
How long did it
there
take
it
you?
is.
How long did it take you to write it?
Well, that's hard to say because
You can tell me.
I've been working on, like I've been drawing cartoons for years, and sometimes I'd come up with a couple of them. So it's really hard to say because I've taken material that I've used and things that I've written over 20 some years, and then kind of put it together. So it's like I say, with the drawing and with all the writing, cumulative.
More than 45
might-
minutes at least?
Yeah, couple hundred hours.
Okay. So I'm actually really impressed that you spelled laughter right. I think that's a very hard word to spell.
Any words?
Well,
are
my
for you,
wife's an
Tony.
English teacher, so
Oh, because GHT, I don't know how you get F out of that. What do you think?
I think the fact that you understand any of those words on the cover is brilliant.
For sure.
Is that your only book, or have you read or
no,
written
it's
other
about
volumes?
number 10.
Volume 10.
10th book?
You think it's your best work?
It's the funniest.
All right, then it'll
Are they
sell.
all the books kind of the same subject, or are they different?
No, there are different topics on basically Bible study. I've written a whole book on grace. I've written another book on spiritual foundations for new believers classes.
They build those in their churches.
And I've written some music books, written a choir book, and a children's music book, and so on. So different, but primarily Bible study and kind of serious stuff, things relating to hermeneutics and that sort of thing.
Hermeneutics?
Hermeneutics.
Hermeneutics. Hermeneutics.
I
That's
want-
a
before
German
you
word.
tell us what that means,
Hermeneutics.
I want to know what he thinks it is.
I think it has to do with the undercarriage of a sob. This fernonomics is part of that, probably, my guess is. I think it's neat that Ernie is going to have a signed copy of that for everyone in our audience.
Yes.
Yeah, very nice.
Yes,
Very nice
all,
of him.
all the, how many people in the audience tonight? I think we're
Tonight
at
our count
capacity.
is 1,200.
1,200. So
We're a capacity crowd tonight here
we
at
might be
Paducah.
one box or maybe one pallet short. but
Well,
I
you were in
think-
charge of getting the book, so
No.
that's not on me. If you hadn't
As
been late
usual.
this morning, then we wouldn't have this problem.
I really had to huff it to get here. So I guess the one question that since you've written 10 books would be, what's your next book? If there is a next book.
Actually, the next book is just focused on the topic of hermeneutics.
Oh, we know what? We don't even know what it means yet. It's about sobs,
Right.
right? What is it about hermeneutics?
Hermeneutics. Hermeneuticism.
It's interesting. The word comes from the Greek god Hermes, which was the god of communication and understanding. And hermeneutics is the idea of rightly understanding and extrapolating from the Bible and looking at it and understanding what the writer really intended. We have all kinds of examples of people looking at a verse and making all sorts of, going off on a tangent.
Okay.
I know a man personally who honestly believed that Jesus Christ was an American Indian because in the Bible he was called Chief Cornerstone.
Okay.
And there are kind of
Interesting.
ideas like that, that crop up. But if you understand that the Bible is its own commentary, and if you understand that you compare Scripture with Scripture, and you do some Greek word studies and really get into the cultural aspects and the background, then you can have a better understanding of what the writers really meant. And so that's what I primarily teach in Ukraine and Africa, India, China, wherever I go.
So you've been how many countries have you been to? Do you know that?
I don't know. I've been to 5 continents. I don't know
Whoa.
how many countries, but
Well, at least you're not in continents. That's good.
Ohio's
Right.
a continent.
but,
Ohio's a continent?
It's a country.
I'm
All unto
focused
itself.
on Latin America and going back to the Amazon
Ooh.
shortly.
Wow.
You
And
don't
you're not
swim
in
in that,
denial,
do you?
so that's good.
You don't swim in the Amazon.
I'm not in denial.
All right, so what,
Amazon.
Lee?
I'm saying
Okay,
swimming
so-
in the Amazon
Anyway,
is a bad
but
idea.
that is my latest book. So thank you for shamelessly plugging it. I'll give you your check later.
well, as
Whoa.
you know, on Mastication Station, we have to have a challenge.
Uh-oh.
Without, I
Falling
wouldn't
apart.
the batteries.
Falling
Don't worry
apart.
about it. This is a cup, and I'm going to have you pick a card without looking at it. And what we're going to do is you're going to have to figure out how to get the ball into the cup.
Yeah, right.
That one? Okay.
Okay.
Oh, you got the easy one.
Pick number 3.
Sure. Now, that card says that he has to take the ball like this and bounce it once into the cup.
How hard is that?
Kind of like your,
Okay.
like a peace sign,
Like a split spinner.
like the split ball. Okay,
Yeah.
can you
Right.
bounce it here, get it in the
Yeah.
cup? Let's see who wins this
Well,
game.
you're going to have to go off stage to get the ball when he misses.
I'll.
You're asking an old person to do this.
You're not. Who's the old person?
But at least I'm sober. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
I'll do this. So.
Oh, boy.
Missed it.
I'll get it. That was terrible.
How much did you miss it by? It wasn't much.
About a foot.
Okay, hold these and I'll have to pick one.
Okay.
You know, if he went to IU, this would be an easier game.
Sure. IPFW, IPUI, or the others?
Indiana,
IUSB?
IT&T, and U.
By vowel. It says, oh, I gotta go from my nose. I gotta go from my nose onto the table into the cup.
Ah.
So
I don't think you can move the cup. That's
I
cheating.
don't know. Okay, let me see that card.
I think
again.
Ernie gets to put the cup somewhere.
Okay, Ernie gets to put the card, the cup somewhere.
Because you moved it for him.
See you. Really,
Yes!
you just know how to right in my day, Lee. I'm gonna go like this so I can still on camera. Oh, bummer. We were so close. Well, everybody, would you welcome Ernie? He's going to come back after the commercial and do a couple songs. We'll be right back after this. Thank you.
You get a dance too, though.
All right.
Igor, go and get me what I crave. Evening, Igor.
If you want a better orange soda, made with more natural orange flavor than ever before, try Shasta. It's got the bright color, the sweet smell, and the great taste of oranges. Shasta. It's the orange soda that can make anybody happy.
Jesus spoke in Luke 16 of a true and vivid social scene. Lazarus of homeless fame and a rich man. He forgot his name. The rich man said, "It's the way it should be. Nothing for you, the best for me. I'm rich and fat and all of that. And you must have had some bad karma in your former life. So Laz, be stoic and play your cards right. Someday you might enjoy the good life." The next day, Laz went quietly home. The rich man choked on a chicken bone. In hell, he lifted up his eyes, and with terror he could not disguise, he said, "I left church, I lost my nerve, and I followed my brain. 2 minutes here drives a man insane. Didn't live well, now I'm in hell. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Church, 'cause I thought I was cool, but now I feel like a total fool. I'm right, I'm out of sight. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Send me Lazarus with some water. Ooh, that would feel good. Send the facts out to the others. I want to tell them like a brother should. I blew it. There's something to it. If they fool around, I want to say don't do it. I chew my nails and I suck on my thumb. I'm really nervous, this is really no fun. I want some ice, this isn't nice. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Send me Lazarus with some water. Ooh, that would feel good. Send the facts out to the others. I want to tell them like a brother should. I blew it. There's something to it. If they fool around, I want to say don't do it. I chew my nails and I suck on my thumb. Really nervous, this is really no fun. I want some ice, this isn't nice. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire.
Red, I mean I've lost my head about red. The bold, bright, red, red, you get when you use bold. Bold brightens reds with a colorful shower of blue, white, and green, brightening power. Red, 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 red. I mean exactly what I said. Red, if you like red, you'll love bright red bold. I mean it's bold and so red.
Welcome back to Mastication Station. We've had some interesting music tonight, and
Oh,
of
it's
course,
great.
sponsored by
Mustaches.
Mustaches,
Mustaches.
Mustaches, and you.
Mustaches to the stars.
A love story.
That's right. You know, Meryl Streep, right up there. A lot of people don't know that. I did my research on
Mastication Station. Hey,
Facts about
welcome
stars.
back, and I'm going to have Gene Hovis here.
Welcome
He is
back.
here. Would you welcome him, please? And I'll tell you who he is.
Yeah, goes crazy.
Gene Hovis is here. He is a chef at the Salvation Army. And you're the head chef, or are you one of the plebes?
Head chef,
Okay.
kitchen supervisor.
So what are some of the things that you have to do in there?
Supervise the kitchen.
And
Make sure it doesn't do anything.
the kitchen
Make sure it doesn't
basically
blow
just-
up.
the
No
kitchen
fires,
stays
I
right
hope.
there, right?
No fires.
No fires,
But,
that's
that's
good.
only happened once so far.
Now, what happened when you had that fire? Is this why this is all?
Gone.
No, that was the arm here. No. Oily rags caught fire in the dryer. It was fun. Yeah, so had to evacuate the whole third floor, everything.
Whoa.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So, Do you work during the week, at night, both, either?
Work Sunday through Thursday, 9 to 5. Banker's hours for a chef.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Baker's hours.
So how many people do you have? Baker's hours?
I thought that was like
Banker.
4 in the morning.
Well, if it's baker, it's like 13, right? So
No,
it's a
there's
baker's
no such
dozen.
thing as 13. There's
What?
baker's dozen, that's 13. But
Baker's
bakers get in there
time
like
is
4 in the
1300.
morning to make the bread, knead the bread. Yeah. You would know if you got up before 10 ever.
Well, I go to bed at 7:30
Yeah, PM,
p.m. and then I get up around noon.
noon, when
I
I
have
can
a
get you
short
out of bed.
snack, and then I take a little nap, and then I have a little light lunch and supper together, and then I go to bed.
Mm-hmm.
So back to you,
Life.
though.
That's a life.
It is. I'm kind of a cat, I suppose. How many people work for you or under you? How many people are you in charge of?
Well, the whole Salvation Army has a work therapy program, and the guys come in. It's free of charge, but in exchange for the room and board, so to speak, they do a 8-hour work therapy, and that's where they are assigned different functions in the building. And so the guys underneath me in the kitchen, we teach them basic kitchen skills. Sometimes they come in and they know what they're doing. Sometimes they come in and they're clueless, and so I fit right in with them. So
Well, that's interesting. So you're actually, and I didn't realize this was happening, but you're actually teaching people some life skills that maybe either they had and forgot or never really had.
Right.
So what's the main thing that the people come in, what's one thing that they're really lacking as far as skill or knowledge?
knife skills in the kitchen. How to properly hold a knife so that they don't develop carpal tunnel in the 3 short months they're there. But
Okay. And cut away from yourself?
cut away. and
And don't throw the knife at the
nice
chef.
little rocking action. And so we teach them some basic skills, and so that when they graduate the program, it's a 6-month program, and when they graduate, then they can walk in the kitchen like, hey, I can do some prep work.
Interesting.
Or run the dishwasher. And
So I guess in essence, then you're kind of preparing them, hopefully, for a job, an entry-level job, when they get through the program.
yeah, the whole point is they want to restart. They want to hit the reset button on their life, and they come in and we help them with basic job skills and help them with some counseling if they need it, and plug them into some type of a small group so that whether it be Narcotics Anonymous or Alcoholic Anonymous or a church group somewhere. So, and part of that is hopefully when they graduate, then they can go out and obtain a job and a residency and just start life over.
So how long have you been in this position doing this sort of thing with these new recruits, if you will?
About just a little over a year, about 13 months.
It is a little over a year, 13 months. It's
Technically, yes,
funny.
unless it's the
13
Aztec
months,
calendar.
Baker, 13 months.
So how did you go from your previous penny spinning hobby
That was the other guy.
into...
Never
I
spun
think
a
they
penny.
all do it. I
I
think
pinched a
everyone
penny.
does.
I've never spun one.
Spin knives, throw knives,
We juggle them.
juggle them.
So what were you
previously?
if I may,
Run with it.
put in concrete terms what he's trying to say. What did you do before this?
I've always cooked.
Oh, you always cooked.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
In high school, I realized that if I didn't cook, I was going to starve at home. It was like we had a standing joke in our house. Mom was a religious cook. It was either a blood offering or a burnt sacrifice. So I said, okay, I'll go in the cooking industry and see what this thing is all about. And started Old Country Buffet, Southtown Mall. No longer there. So
No longer there.
I
anybody
that
remember?
place.
Anybody?
Anybody remember Southtown Mall? Anybody? 1, 2, 3, 4 people remember.
Very good.
Yeah, not bad actually. Better than last time. So, so did you get into it like start with the ramen noodles and put potato flakes in it? How did you start?
In the dish room for about 6 weeks. They liked the work ethic. They said, hey, we got an opening in the kitchen. I said, that's what I'm here for. And it's never let me down. So, obviously not starving.
Yeah. So you obviously never really went to school for cooking. So
Just the school of hard knocks.
School of experience.
Besides cooking, what is something else that's really your passion that you're into?
I really like counseling, helping people. I have 4 teenage boys, and they have lots of friends and a lot of dysfunction in the family, including ours. So it's like when I say we, my wife and I, we constantly have a revolving door, kids coming in, and so I like to get into families' lives and just help people out.
Yeah. So What do you feel like? Do you feel like you're really where you should be? Do you feel like you're going to be there for a long time? You have a 5-year plan. What do you see yourself doing in the next 5-10 years? Do you want to use the skills you have now in something else? Or you're right where you should be.
Right where I should be. Hopefully the bosses think so as well.
Yeah.
We'll see over time.
Yeah.
You just asked him like 5 questions in a row.
I did.
Rapid fire.
Pick one.
Pick one.
The one you should pick is, do you like stuff?
I love stuff.
What kind of stuff do you like?
Chicken stuffing.
Stuff. It's stuff for cooking.
Stuffed pork chops.
Pennies.
So, but yeah, it's a good fit for me because I like to do the whole ministry, church aspect, and cooking's always been a passion. And here I get to do both at the same time, as I'm telling them about Jesus and holding a knife up to them. And
Well, that's always happening.
That's a good way to recruit
day.
people.
Let's talk about Jesus with a knife.
Jesus with a knife.
So yeah, the people come in and they're going through life having rough stuff, and they're like, "Hey, let me give you some hope, some help." And while we're at it, here's how you make mac and cheese.
Okay, so do you feel like maybe you might take this skill that you're doing right now and maybe take it somewhere else, like overseas, or in another situation, maybe like in a bigger city? Or do you see a bigger need anywhere?
The retirement plan is Belize.
Belize?
Yeah.
Well, what do you want to do there?
The American dollar.
I have no idea, but they speak English, and it's a Hispanic Latin American culture, and so I love
Real
the
estate.
Latin culture, Mexican culture, but yet no one in my family speaks Spanish except for me. So it's like, all right, it's like, we can live here.
Oh, interesting.
You don't have to pay taxes either.
Did not know that.
Not taxes on American
The
goods.
American dollar is strong there.
No taxes or Texas.
No taxes. No, you just have to give up your citizenship and your right to live
Well,
and
I
all that
haven't
stuff.
But who knows? That may not be God's plan. But what I tell the guys is, you're in here for 6 months. I'm in here for 30 years.
Oh, wow. Whoa.
So not seeing myself relocating.
You're estimating.
Estimate, yes.
Guesstimate.
Very rough estimate. It could be 30 weeks. Who knows?
I'm sure some things, maybe some interesting stories have happened in the Salvation Army where you're cooking. What's like one of the most interesting, or maybe grossest, or whatever you can come up with, things that have happened there?
Oh wow, let's see. Well,
You said something earlier about thumbs or something. What was that?
Yeah, I've had at least 2 people, as they're chopping vegetables, mistake their thumb for a mushroom and have to be rushed over to St. Joseph and have it sewn back on. And
Nice.
Nothing drastic, maybe 6-7 stitches at the most. Haven't had a complete lop off yet.
That's good.
And there's always incident reports when that happen, or
That would increase the flavor capacity, I suppose.
Have them sew it on backwards. That way they can never take
it's
a
hard to
thumbprint.
tell. It's hard to tell the blood from red pepper juice. So they're like, just throw out the whole batch. So,
We'll grow another one.
I'm never eating at the Salvation Army.
Again.
Ever again.
we hear that frequently. Like, if I have to eat one more meal here, or I'm never eating chicken. I mean, we get we have an operating budget, but yet we also operate a lot on donations. And so any given Saturday, semi truck will pull up. Hey, I've got 20 pallets of chicken. Can you use it? Oh, over the course of a period, yeah. We'll use it. And had 60 cases of lettuce, which there's about 30 heads per case.
That's a lot of lettuce.
Yeah. Walmart will call up, hey, we're sending a truck your way. Like, oh boy, we know what this means.
Interesting.
So we're always in need of more freezer space.
Wow.
I think the mob uses lettuce.
How do they use lettuce?
As a reference to money.
Oh, the stuff money in the lettuce?
No, the money is called lettuce.
Seriously?
If you got out more often, you'd know that. So if
never-
somebody says they're going to drive off 30 cases of lettuce to your house, you say yes.
I will say no, because
Yeah, I would say yes.
See, that didn't happen for us. When they said 60 cases of lettuce, we got 60 cases of lettuce.
Oh, that's a bummer.
see, that's why I don't know.
Well, that's a good thing.
Well, I appreciate you coming.
Not a problem.
It's been a lot of fun, and to hear. Was there any other stories of anything that's happened there, interesting, before we move on to the next thing that we're going to do, where you're going to play piano or something?
Ridiculous
No,
segment.
I'm good. I don't do piano. I play 1 or 2 songs.
Well, I appreciate what you do. I
thanks.
appreciate that you spend the time and energy and mental capacity, because he doesn't have any left.
I know something about Gene that you don't.
What?
I know that Gene favorite holiday is Christmas.
Oh yeah.
Isn't there Christmas
every
at
day.
your house all the time?
All the time.
Run with that, Tony.
Really?
Yeah, really.
You have your tree up all year?
No, I think the longest it's been up is from Halloween to Valentine's Day.
Wow.
But we always have a nativity scene up. We are in almost every room. There's
You have
some
a Christmas room?
No. Every room has some type of
okay.
Christmas
Every
object
room
in
is
it. It's a
Christmas.
Christmas house.
That's a
But our
Christmas-
philosophy is, if Christmas is all about receiving, you get to celebrate it one day a year. But if it's about giving, you can celebrate Christmas 365 days a year.
Whoa.
So,
That's why every day's my birthday. Wait,
to
far as
receive
you
or to
know.
give.
wait, never mind.
No, you were found.
My anniversary, that's what it is. Every day's the anniversary because, yeah, what would you like, dear?
Right. What can I do for you?
Yes, what can I do for you today? All right, so our game today, as you know, Mastication Station has to have a game. It's a state mandate. Even though I don't like mandates, I prefer to date my wife.
Women
but,
dates.
Would you please pick a card, and let's see how you do.
Don't pick
on
three.
You want that one? You want that one? Pick one. Put your hand on it. Not that one? Okay. That's one I did.
Ooh.
You want that one? Go ahead.
Sure.
Okay. It is from the nose to the table to the cup.
Okay.
Nobody's won yet.
Nobody's
Just
gonna
in
get
one
close.
bounce?
Just one bounce. If it
Okay.
goes 2 bounces, it goes in the cup. I don't care.
Okay,
If
great.
there's no bounces, it goes in the cup. I don't care.
It's like that medieval game of quarters.
What's that?
A few of our audience members might know what that game is. It's kind of the same thing. You bounce a quarter into a cup, and then you make a friend drink a glass of milk.
Are we ready?
Yeah. I wasn't listening. Okay, as usual. Oh, that was,
Rejected.
you know what? That was close enough. Do it again.
I think he wins regardless. I'd go with the first one.
Oh, there it
Nice
went
job, Ace.
I'm not getting it.
Okay.
Can't
I'm
do
going to do it with a
It's
card.
lost. It's gone forever.
Because I'm plugged. Actually, I'm not. Hang on.
Yeah, you can get it. It's the only
Can you
exercise.
hand that to him?
Can you edit Tony running? Because that's just embarrassing.
I run once a year
Whether
to
you
the
need to or
donut
not.
shop.
You run your mouth.
Here you go. I'm going to put the card down.
You want that one back in there?
Nah, I better not do that one again.
Let me shuffle.
Fuzz over here. Okay.
Cops everywhere.
Ta-ta-ta-ta. All right, Magnum PI, what do you think?
No,
want
left,
that
no,
one?
left, no, right,
No, not that one.
right, left,
Right?
left,
That
right.
one.
Your other
That's
right.
right there, right
Your
there.
other
in the
right.
middle?
Your other right.
That one?
Yeah, that's a good
Both.
one.
Nope,
I
I'll
can
pick that
see.
one.
I can't see what they are.
Oh, I gotta go behind the head.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh boy. Okay, I'm gonna go behind the head.
You have a big head too, so it's
All
really
right.
hard to do.
All right. This is my Kenny Rogers hair. Okay. I gotta hit the table too.
Wyatt Earp hair.
All right. White what?
Wyatt Earp.
Oh, white
You
burp.
have hair like yours. Oh, you were so close.
I get another try.
You do get another try. That wasn't
Oh,
even
wait, there was no
close.
cup there.
Oh man, it moved. I thought it was for me to drink out.
Gene, sure.
Pulled a you prank.
Hey, everybody, thank you very much. Thanks, Gene, for coming.
Thank you,
And
Gene.
we'll be
Very
right
welcome.
back after this. We'll be right back. Oh, that is close.
Tuesday, a lucky shot makes Richie an instant hero.
Want to go up to Inspiration Point with me? I'll show you my fake.
Oh, Richie, you're such a jock.
Then,
Buns.
Hi, Pinky. How you?
it's the love story that shook the world.
I love what?
There's drama, action, and romance. Fonzie loves Pinky right after Happy Days.
I look like you.
Slouching.
Slouching? Is that a word? Is slouching a word? Is that what you're asking? Hi, everybody. Hang on a second. I gotta take care of this. Okay, just a minute. Is slouching a word? Is that what you're asking me?
Yeah, you were slouching.
I was slouching. How was I slouching?
Well, you were
I
doing.
was just doing
you were
that.
like this. It
I
was
was
like
doing
you were
that.
having a like a
Oh,
stroke.
like this.
Yeah, it's like you were having a stroke or something.
I was having a contraction.
You were having contractions.
Yes, couldn't, shouldn't, wouldn't.
What's the
don't.
time between your contractions? We might have to get you to
They're
the
about
hospital.
from here to here. That's the distance, I think. So
Oh, I think you're giving birth to a football.
I might be. I'm just football shape, so that's perfect.
That's just wrong on every level.
And twice on every level. Hey, everybody, welcome back. Thanks for enjoying that conversation with us. Welcome back to Mastication Station. We had a great guest tonight. This was the end. This is the end of the first episode of the second season. If you can digraph that sentence, you get a sticker.
I
So,
don't think anyone knows what digraph means anymore.
digraph?
I mean,
That's
I
the
don't
little
think
muscle
they-
in your majigger there.
Yeah, that helps your heart beat as you're breathing.
They do a dangly thing behind your
Well,
diaphragm.
you're thinking of epiglottis.
Oh,
Epiglottis.
that's the hangy thing that claps.
the
when
hanging
you
things that when
stand
you
up.
breathe, it stays. It does that. Yeah.
I didn't hear a thing. so
Not a bit. Well,
It's
you
useless.
don't-
Take it out.
Thank you very little. It's like your appendix. Why do you even have it?
It's a sliver of meat. That's all it is.
It's disgusting.
Slice it up. Good.
Do you think Gene ever slices those?
Slices appendicitis.
Appendix come across the table. Okay, boys, we're going after the appendixes. Sizes.
Appendicitis.
Appendicitis-isms.
He had an appendicitis.
I'm still trying to figure out what that German word was that. Played the piano for us today.
Marauderness.
No, the
hermeneutist.
Hermeneutist. Those are the
That's
guys.
not what I thought it was.
Those are the Greek guys who run around naked.
Yes.
Hermeneutists.
They were like Pee Wee Herman.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know.
I think we gotten off track.
Did we have a track?
I
Is
don't
the
think
question.
we had a track. We never have a track.
If you'd like to email us at Mastication Station, I'm going to put it right here. Masticate. Where did I put it? There it is. Oh, there we go. There it is. MasticationStation@yahoo.com. And you can email us with any humorous vignettes, questions, comments, recipe swaps, or
Sarcastic statements.
or
money.
Or
cash.
Or
other famous people with mustaches.
Oh, that's right.
We can add them to our list.
Famous people, female, male, or both,
Do you
with
think we get
famous
sued?
mustaches.
Some of the people that we named. Do you think Meryl Streep would take this the wrong way?
I'm actually not really sure who that is. So
that's just wrong.
Is she an actor?
Katy Perry. She's not going to be happy either about that.
Oh no. She'll roar.
She's cute. She's like a lion.
Yeah. She'll like a roaring lion.
Roar like a lion.
A lion.
Yep.
A lion. All right. Well, thank you, audience, for being here. All 1,200. Well, 11.99 now. Sorry about that. That baseball that hit that guy back there.
And the lady had to get up and go to the bathroom.
Okay, 11.98. Fine.
That's good. Still a good crowd.
But we have 2 bathrooms. That's plenty for everybody.
We do.
Thank you, Paducah, Ohio.
Close enough.
For rescuing us from where we were yesterday.
The AARP audience.
Yep, and the AMAC. Thank you for
IMAC.
being sponsors to this.
I masked.
You do?
I wear.
Thank you very much for coming tonight.
Yes.
We'll see you in the next next place, wherever we're at. We'll email us again at masticationstation@yahoo.com, and we'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Song dedicated to all those preachers like me who occasionally, accidentally repeat a sermon. To all who've heard this sermon before, please say amen and praise the Lord. I know it isn't fresh, but try to do your best to stay awake and not look bored. To all who've heard this joke before, please laugh out loud and stomp the floor. I want that guy who snores to think I'm not a bore. You don't help by yawning more. I try to use my Christian humor when I came to sing and play. Some cranky deacon got offended. The ushers carried me away. To all who like old country songs with steel guitars and nasal tones, but you don't go to bars. So here's a song that's ours, with lyrics you can sing along. Sometimes I get a weird anointing when I hear old carnal songs. The lyrics seem so disappointing, but the music's kinda fun. So I change the song's direction to a Christian point of view. Now when you hear those old tunes playing, inspiring thoughts will come to you. Yes, when you hear those old tunes playing, inspiring thoughts will come to you.